I think I'm just going to do a video and not talk, just sit here and listen to these Filipinos over here across the street. Oh, no, I'm just joking. Sitting here, it's hot. Gosh, so freaking nice. So nice. Blue skies. Yesterday it was pouring rain. Pouring the rain yesterday. Using my selfie stick for the second time in my whole life. So maybe it'll turn out pretty good. Tricycle driver running up down through here. Looking to get their next ride. Boy, like I never caught a ride yesterday. And it was pouring down the rain, man. Every kuya or uh, tricycle I yelled at was like, no. They was telling me. They just tell me no. I was like, okay. How am I supposed to get around if y'all gonna give me a ride? And finally, this old man stopped, and he had a really nice. It was big. It wasn't like these normal little tricycles that it's made for 5 foot people. Uh, it was a big, like a big. I sat up front, man. I had all kinds of room, and then it had plenty of room in the back, like in General Santos and Tacarón. Both of them cities that I've been to, they're all big like that. I guess it's just a code, but here in where I'm at, they make these little bitty ones, which I don't guess are really made for foreigners. So, it's just my luck. But hopefully soon I'll have me another motorcycle or scooter or something. I don't care what it is. Something I don't have to rely on nobody. That's the worst part. Just especially yesterday with it raining. Like usually it's no problem. I mean, usually, you just throw your hand up, man, and somebody stop them. Because they want them. That's how they earn their living. So when but yesterday, man, I was like, I throw my hand up, and they just shake their head no. I'm like, okay. It could have been because it was raining too. I don't know. Maybe they take off when it rains. Some of them do, some of them don't. But this older gentleman, he was so nice. Oh my gosh, we had the best talk. Uh, just going, he took me to the mall, and that's where I do my grocery shopping at. That the public market really is. Public market's got like all your fish. If you can just stand the fish you smell, because it's. I mean, you can just turn down that road and you smell it. You smell it, like you're at the public market when you get there. Ain't no doubt about it. Uh, yeah, just sitting out here in front of my apartment, chilling. You know, taking it easy. I'm thinking about making some tacos today because about that and spaghetti is about the two American dishes that you know I'm pretty reliable on. Tacos and spaghetti. And then they sell this like premium ground pork. Man, you pat them things out and make like a burger out of them. Oh my gosh, man, it's so good. Put some garlic powder and some uh, little salt, pepper on it. Man, it's not much neither, just a little, very little. It is so good. And then they got plenty of chicken. They got squid. Actually, we're having squid adobo tonight. That's going to be the dinner for tonight. My girlfriend came over and cleaned the apartment last night. I'm guessing she's my girlfriend. I mean, I don't know 100% yet, but I'd say she is. She wouldn't clean the whole apartment. She went crazy on it last night. These scooters, these little Honda Clicks and Honda ADVs and Yamaha They got plenty of them. They're all automatic too. It's got that CVT transmission, so you don't really have to worry about it. Perfect for city travel. If you're going to just going around town, just going from here to the mall, or now, I don't know about long rides. You probably want something bigger like an X Max. That's 300 cc's if you was going to go on a super long ride, you know. But this guy right there on a bicycle, like, I mean, it's I usually walk, man. It's hard on my leg, but I'm still trying to get recover, recover. You know, got blowed up at work last September. Broke 6 ribs, broke my right tibula and fibula. Had some hardware put in it, and that workman's comp insurance company ain't done nothing but try to screw me the entire time ever since I've been out of the hospital. Ever since I've been out, anything that they've been ordered to do by a doctor, they've done. They've found a way to weasel themselves out of it, and they stopped my benefits back in January when I ended up in the hospital here. Um, and I stayed in the hospital here for 2 months. Um, and then when I got out, uh, and of course, I was on morphine pretty much the whole time. I was for 2 months. I was on some pretty stout pain meds, so I didn't really know what was going on until I got out. Once I got out, I realized that they cut my benefits off. Then I finally got a mediator involved. This mediator couldn't go nowhere with them. They're just wasting time. They're trying to buy as much time as possible, hoping that I won't come back and they won't have to pay me nothing. That's really what it boils down to. It's sorry that the lobbyist in America has passed so many laws that protects the employer, not the employee. And we're the ones. I'm the one about lost my life. So that's probably the closest to death I've ever experienced myself. But yeah, it's it's crazy. You know, but I'm going back for sure. I ain't gonna let them slide. They're not getting off that easy. There's no way. My doctor out here said as soon as my leg heals, my wounds are closed up. He said then you can travel. So I'm going back to bust their ass. And they deserve it. I mean, they have weaseled their way out of everything that the doctors have ordered. You know, and it's a disgrace, really. Man just shows up, tries to do his job, and almost loses his life that day. And then when you get out of the hospital, like everything that the doc ordered, they won't turn and do nothing. You know, and and then so hopefully this judge, there's a judge, we got an expedited hearing coming up. So hopefully this judge is going to, rule in my favor, and they'll have to pay me my back pay, uh, and then they'll have to pay me, uh, and that's just going to help really, uh, and it's only fair, because really my ribs, well, I broke 6 ribs on that one side, they're still messed up. They said it'd take 6 months to heal. It's been uh, 9, 10 months, and they still ain't healed. Like they're no matter what they tell you, I'm telling you, ribs do not heal like. I don't know what. That's first, of course. That's the first time I ever broke any ribs, or broke. I broke 8 bones. I had 8 bones broke. And all at the same time, I had to learn how to walk again, like everything, and then come out here and necrotizing fasciitis, and jumped in from this leg that I had surgery on, jumped from that leg to this other leg, and almost lost it. So it's last year's been pretty rough, and I ended up giving my surgeon, of course, my motorcycle, uh, just for a rookie mistake, really. That's what it boils down to. Like, because if you ever go to a private hospital here, the hospitals are the ones that pays the doctor's salaries. Like you don't, um, being a foreigner, like you don't have to. But he told me that he would, and he's lived up to his word. Like I still see him. He said he'd see me all the way through to the, but he said it's just going to take. He said it'd probably take 2 years to really, uh, heal. Like, which sucks for me because man, it's beautiful weather. Like, can't get no water, can't go swimming, can't go in the ocean, can't do nothing. You just gotta keep my leg wrapped up. Keep the daggum flies and crap off of it. So it's but I reckon that it kills it kills, I don't know, like 1,500 people a year or something like that. It's definitely I'm lucky, very lucky, blessed really, not lucky, just blessed that God saved me. Uh, but I love it here in the Philippines. That's what that's what I'm coming straight back as soon as I get that worked out, whatever, back in America. I've got some other things I got to take care of, and as soon as I do all that, I'm headed straight back here. So I'm going to hopefully end up. I don't know if I want to buy a condo and you know lease it out as an Airbnb and stay in it a few months out of the year. I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to wait till possibly get married and then just find some land somewhere out in the province, and which is like the country, so find some land out there and build a house, and then you don't really have to worry, but you definitely want your own transportation, especially if you're out in the province because you're so far away from everything here. I mean, you don't even have to have driver's license. A lot of people here don't even know how to drive, so because it's so easy just to get these tricycles, so yellow bus if you need to go to Davao, if you need to go, for you just take the yellow bus. It's kind of like Greyhound bus, but to me it's nicer. I think it's a lot nicer. And the bus drivers, they don't care, boy. They are honking that horn and they are moving. You know, it's definitely an experience. I think everybody should experience, but nothing like having your own motorcycle. I actually feel safer on a motorcycle here than in a car because I've and not me personally, but I mean, I about got hit. I rented a car to go the time before last to go renew my visa. I rented a car to drive up there, and they about hit me. I know at least 5 times. I mean, just pull right out in front of you, daggum. I don't know how they're getting their driver's license out here, and I don't know if I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, but I know that they don't care. They'll take up half of one lane, half of the other, and it's just it's wild, wild west. Really, it's killer. I mean, you just got to embrace it. You know what I mean? I didn't come to change it. I just came to embrace it. So that's what I love about it. That and it's a beautiful country, man. You can be in the mountains in 2 hours. You can be at the beach in 2.5, 3 hours. It just depends on what you're looking for. But you get the best of both worlds. Beautiful rivers. You love hiking. You love anything that you love to do outdoors is definitely here to do it. And when I come back, I can stay 3 years before I have to leave again because you on a tourist visa you can only stay 3 years. Then you have to leave, even if you just leave for 12 hours. Like you can fly to Taiwan and then turn right around and catch the next flight back, and you're good. You're good for another 3 years. Used to, you could renew your visa for 6 months here, being a foreigner. But right before I came out here, they changed it. Now 2 months is all they'll give you. But you got to watch them, man, because in April they charged me 2,910 pesos, and then in April, May, June, in June they charged me 4,280. So I've got both of them together. So whenever I go back, I'm going to I'm gonna show them, be like, hey man, like uh, y'all need to get it straight. I ain't paying 4,280 one time and 2,910 the next. So I don't know. I think you just and I almost brought that piece of paper with me too when I went to the Bureau of Immigration. But it's pretty quick. I mean, you fill out this form every time, same form. They just want your money. They don't care. They don't care what you write down. They don't care where you're living. They give them that money and boom, you're good for 2 months. See you back in 2 months. So it don't matter if it's 42.80 or 29.10. It's so hot. I ain't even got a shirt on out here. That breeze is blowing. It's so freaking nice. Oh my gosh. These clouds are beautiful. I don't even know. I wonder if I can flip this thing around. Yeah, I think I can on this one. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Oh, here comes a tricycle driver. Two of them. Bam. Bam. There's another. Look at these beautiful skies, man. Freaking coconut tree. Got coconuts all up in there. Man, I freaking love it here. I'm telling you, I freaking love it. Love it. Drink that coconut juice. That's what I'm fixing to start doing. I'm going to start fasting, doing a juice fast once a month, 1 week out of the month. So I'm going to eat for 3 weeks, and then 1 week I'm going to do a juice fast. I've heard so many people like losing like 10, 20 pounds, in a week's time, and it cleans your detox. It detoxes your whole system. So, and I think that's good because with the processed foods and the, not so much out here, but in America, there's stuff in them chickens and pigs and cows and everything with all these antibiotics and hormones and steroids, and it just really need to get away from the grocery stores and go back to find your farmer. And out here, they kill pigs every morning. There's two shops right up the road here, and then there's this little shop. She's got Miss Tilapia, and they go to Ginseng every morning, and they bring a truckload of fish in, squid, fish, all kinds of stuff. Okay, oh, and they bring it in there to her every day, and then so she's got fresh. Matter of fact, they had a bunch of chickens over there yesterday too, like bunch of chickens. So everything growed here is natural. That's what I love. It's just the food here is so much cleaner. Like I really hope that Robert Kennedy is cleaning up the system and getting rid of this corporational bullcrap. That they're trying to feed us lab meat and all this other mess over there. America's really turned to a freaking joke, if you ask me. Spraying the skies, geoengineering, you know, uh, and the people breathing that stuff. I can't even believe that the pilots are getting paid $10 a gallon to spray that stuff. And I just don't. They even if they've even got kids, like everybody's breathing that stuff, and it's aluminum and barium, and What are you doing, cat? This freaking cat. I don't even know whose it is. Somebody's got a bell on his neck. Anything looks like it needs to eat. But yeah, it's beautiful. Well, I guess I've been on here for long enough. Talked enough for today. I just want to tell my family back home I love you, miss you guys. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer. I'll be healed up where I can travel, and I'll be back in the States for a brief moment anyway. Eating that crappy food and looking at them crappy skies over there. Thank God I won't have TV because I don't even watch anything to do with America. All that propaganda, you know, just crap. You know, I don't, I don't even watch TV out here, really. Of course, I couldn't understand it even if I did, so it ain't gonna do me much good, you know. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day and get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. If you're in the Philippines, like I know that you are, I know everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather if you're in the Philippines. And if not, you know, uh, just enjoy your day, and I will see you back in I don't know, maybe a week.